Hello, classmates. My name is Jacob Rouse, and I'm a member of the Masters of Organizational Leadership cohort. So I've been going through the classes with you guys. It's a pleasure to meet you. And today I get to tell you a little bit about myself in the form of what some of my core values are. So we can just go ahead and get started. Number one core value for me would definitely be my faith. As a believer in Christ and as a Christian, my faith truly is my identity. It's the root of my decision making. It's the way in which I approach my relationships, and ultimately, it's kind of the lens in which I view and see the world. Knowing that the only reason I have the life I have, and am able to live the way I'm able to live, is because of what Christ has done for me. Really, just kind of serves as the foundation for the way that I choose to live my life, and out of that comes kind of the rest of the core values, all kind of linked to that number one of faith. So that's number one. Number two would be authenticity. So in my own experience, I found it really hard to get close to inauthentic people. So I've taken that and I've tried to be my most true self in my relationships, my friendships, and definitely in my place of work. Some of the most valuable leaders that I've ever worked for and with have been some of the most authentic individuals I have ever known. And I really do strive to emulate this, and that's why it's one of my core values. The ability to be 100% yourself and comfortable in your own skin really just opens a lot of doorways and pathways for other people to live into that as well. So that's definitely one of my core values, and out of authenticity comes a lot more desirable traits, which kind of leads into my next core value, which is integrity. Integrity is oftentimes kind of just associated with honesty, and while that's a huge component of it, obviously, I kind of value and seek to have integrity in all aspects of my life. It's a lot more than just that to me. So whether it's in how I handle my finances, my relationships, my thoughts and judgments, I believe integrity should always be a filter for which I strive to kind of assess and analyze these aspects of my life. And having integrity as a leader, helps cultivate a community of trust. And as we all know, trust is so necessary when working collaboratively in a team, knowing that the people you're working with have your best intentions, all that good stuff. So integrity is definitely huge. The next core value for me would definitely be community. I'm an extrovert by nature, according to StrengthsFinder online assessment. I'm like as extroverted as you can get. On a scale of 30, I am a 30, which means that I thrive working with and around people. And in my life, I can think of countless examples of communities that I've been a part of that have pushed me to be the best version of myself that I can be. So I've really just taken that and kind of taken that to heart, and know that having people in your life to push you, challenge you, encourage you, and call you out and do the uncomfortable things is truly invaluable. And in the scope of leadership, I want to do everything in my power to make community a core value of my work environment as a whole, and make sure that the positives that come out of that not only benefit me, but benefit every individual that is a part of that community. This all brings me to my last core value, number 5, and that is humility. So kind of going back to my number 1 of faith, I'm a firm believer that we are all cut from the same cloth. We're all broken people living in a fallen world, trying to do the best that we can with what we have. In our various successes and failures, I just think it's so important to demonstrate a humbleness and humility, to look back on where we've come from and acknowledge that we couldn't have done any of it on our own. So for me, the way that I try and implement that in my life is whether I'm on a mountaintop or whether I'm in one of those valleys that life constantly throws at us, just being level-headed and being thankful for what I have and where I'm at, and the people that I'm lucky enough to surround myself with. So there you have it. Those are my 5 core values: faith, authenticity, integrity, community, and humility. That's a lot of who I am as Jacob Rouse, and I really am just looking forward to seeing how I can integrate those core values with the different concepts of leadership that we've already learned and we're going to continue to learn throughout the scope of this course. Thank you all for listening. Look forward to listening to all of your videos as well. See ya.